Hello and welcome back to the Battle Room. My name is, of course, the Battle Room, and today we are joined by a world champion level team. So, for those who do not know, of course, I featured Barodoro countless times on this channel. He's one of my favorite team builders. Like, when it comes to crazy saucy picks, I love Barodoro. He's the 2017 world champion. He used his favorites to win, such as Crocodile. He's always usually just a very, very creative team builder. He posts a lot of teams on his Twitter, which I'll link down below. But I got my eyes open, right? I got those notifications on. I'm just kind of scrolling Twitter and this one caught my eye. Mega Abomasnow is something I haven't featured on the channel, but I've wanted to for a while. I think Mega Abomasnow is very, very cool. I don't think it's like the perfect Mega. I don't think it's like super strong, but at the same time, there are a lot of Pokemon that really hate fighting against Abomasnow. So I think it's a pretty solid choice. Definitely something you can abuse on the ladder. And Barodoro did that to get 115th place on the in-game champions ladder. So this team has proven itself. It's not just like silly sauce. It's actually pretty good. So let's break it down. So first things first, we got Aerodactyl. What I love about this team too is that the Trick Room mode and the Tailwind mode they flow, dude. I love a tail room, dude. I love a tail room, and we've got both here, right? We've got Trick Room with Armarouge, and we have Tailwind with Aerodactyl. And Kangaskhan, Kingambit, Armarouge are all Pokemon that actually abuse Tailwind pretty good. Even Basculegion here with that speed. But then at the same time, Trick Room also works really, really well for these guys. Kangaskhan is slow enough to abuse it. Same with Max Speed Kingambit, even though it is Max Speed. So it just creates such a good flow that I kind of just get to choose my speed control and go from there. So the Aerodactyl's rocking that pretty standard moveset. It is Mega because the Kangaskhan is Life Orb. So if we're going to go the Tailwind route, we are going to use Mega Aerodactyl, which is going to be Rock Slide, Dual Wing, be Tailwind Protect. Very simple stuff there. And then Armarouge is going to be the opposite side of that coin. When we want to go Trick Room mode, we have Armarouge with Trick Room, Psychic, Heat Wave, and Protect. We also have Mental Herb on the Armarouge, which I tried running hard Trick Room in the past, and the taunts come out of the woodwork. You'd be surprised how many guys are running taunt that you just don't know are running taunt, right? Because you just never see it because you're not running hard Trick Room yourself. But when you run hard Trick Room, everything has taunt. And so I mess with the Mental Herb. Then we have Kingambit, who of course is going to function well in both as well here, right? He's going to be max speed. But like him and Armarouge and Kangaskhan all hit these like middling points where they're like pretty fast to abuse Tailwind. But again, they're not super fast. So Trick Room is flowing. I like Sash Kingambit with Aerodactyl's always heat. Then we have the star Mega Abomasnow. We got Blizzard, Ice Shard, Woodhammer, Earth Power. It's all about the coverage here. I like Ice Shard as when Trick Room expires, having that one last ditch priority move could be the game-changing choice here. He is going to still be pretty slow. Mega Abomasnow is a very naturally slow Pokemon. Hopefully, he can get some big sweeps going with him because he's going to be spamming Blizzard. I like the partnership between Abomasnow and Armarouge as well. They have really good synergy. One bodies Charizard, one loses to Charizard. Can't ask for more. We have a Life Orb Kangaskhan with Scrappy, which I think is very cool with both the Aerodactyl and the Trick Room. Last Resort Kang, of course, and then we have an Agility Basculegion that is able to abuse the Trick Room and the Tailwind, and on the last turn of either, could just set up an Agility and end the game. So I'm super excited to use this. I think all of this stuff is just absolute sauced. Let's see if we can get some dubs today. But again, here are all the stats if you want them, if the code eventually expires. This is Barodoro's code, and I'll link Barodoro's Twitter down below. Again, shoutouts to him for creating such a masterpiece of a team. Let's battle. God, Abomasnow really ruined the vibes. He made it Blizzard. We were just on a nice walk through the forest, and now my friend just left me in behind. The vibes are ruined. What do? I'm cold, I'm tired, I'm hungry. But you know what might make my day better? Subscribing to the Battle Room on YouTube. It might warm me up a little bit, make my day, and stop this horrible blizzard from Abomasnow. Seriously, dude, get a life. But please enjoy the battles. All right, we got a little bit of a hard Trick Room mirror here. Okay. Armarouge is looking kind of good, looking kind of nasty. They also have Staraptor, though. The Staraptor freaks me out a little bit. I never know if it's going to be the final Gambit Staraptor, who's just going to help set up Trick Room. Like, I always feel like looking at this team, you'd look at me, you say, Colin, are we joking? What kind of Staraptor is it going to be? It's going to be the final Gambit one, right? But at the same time, they only have one other Mega option. So I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to lead with Armarouge, though. I think Armarouge is a decent lead. The Trick Room mode is a little bit spooky. Abomasnow, while being the GOAT, does not do great into Torkoal, but we might still bring him. I'm not fully sure yet. I'm really afraid of, like, the Sylveon and the Kingambit, but can't have all of them out at once. Let's go, like, Armarouge plus Bask with Abomasnow in the back and then King Gambit. I'm a little bit worried about Sylve with this, but I think we can do it. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be clunky, dude. This fight's going to be rough. Like, I really think Aerodactyl could be good too, but I think just having Abomasnow, like, we just let him set up the Trick Room and we chill. It kind of depends, though. I don't know. Maybe I could have just led with Abomasnow, right? And just megged him turn 1, just fired off a huge Blizzard. But I am afraid of Staraptor so very much. They're 2246. They're comfortably in Champions tier, and so are we. I do want to, you know, win and get deeper into Champions tier. That is my goal here. Okay. So they're just going to lead Staraptor Farigiraf, which is the scariest lead possible because I just really don't know what they're going to do. And I did lead Armarouge. I'm just going to go for Protect here. And then I'm going to go for Wave Crash into Staraptor. He's scaring me. I think... Okay, there it is. It's not Final Gambit. I knew it wasn't Final Gambit. My Pokemon senses were tingling. And we did catch him outright right there. Yeah, dude, come on. I wasn't born yesterday. I could tell that you were faking it, but I still don't want to take that risk. Let's see what he does, though. What do you got cooking for us? Want to see close combat? That's part of the reason I protected Armarouge. I just don't want to give you the boost, dude. I really don't. Wave Crash is going to go through. I imagine that they don't set up Trick Room here, honestly. That did a ton. Holy. And then there's the Shadow Ball into Armarouge. I've never seen that one before. That is just new tech. Completely brand new tech right out of the box. Okay. Okay, I can deal with this. This isn't terrible. I think they might honestly just protect Staraptor. They don't want to take that. That'd be silly. But at the same time, I really need to remove this guy. I could go for the Psychic Agility pin. That could be a tad bit fire. That could be a tad bit fire. I hate that they have Shadow Ball, though. It means I can hit my stupid Basculegion, too. I could also go for the Psychic swap to King Gambit. That's a total option as well. I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I don't think they're going to Shadow Ball Bask. I don't think they're going to Psychic him either. I think that this play is just kind of safe. And then next turn I can put the threat on, right? They're going to CC. Like, I don't really care if they kill Armarouge. It's not a big deal. As long if he takes care of Staraptor, I'm kind of okay with it. Like, Torkoal is still spooky. They are faster than him, though. Wow, that's a fast giraffe. Holy shit. And they killed him. Okay, you know what? They did crit him. I do care if they kill Armarouge if he doesn't get to move, though. I do care about that. They're Life Orb Farigiraf, naturally. Okay, I mean, at the end of the day, whatever. It's fine. What is this team, dude? What kind of devil's work is my opponent cooking here? Okay, I'm going to go Bask. They're going to go for CC. I'm going to go for Agility, dude. I hate this guy. I'm going for an Agility. And actually, I should probably just take out the Staraptor. Let's Wave Crash Staraptor, and then let's go for Kowtow Cleave. Shadow Ball Life Orb? And then they Tailwind, yeah. Of course, dude. Of course. It's the Tailwind Staraptor Farigiraf team, man. Of course. I actually do think it's kind of fire. They almost killed Basculegion there. Jesus Christ, man. This guy's evil. The Special Defense Trap probably won't matter much here. We have the Citrus Berry, right? Oh, yeah, we do. We're eating good in the neighborhood tonight. All right. I think we should live the Wave Crash. I think this thing should die because we're not at -1 this time, and he is at +1, so does half. Staraptor's out of here, and then we're going to remove Farigiraf. Okay. I actually think we can win with Abomasnow. Okay, Farigiraf going down is huge. I didn't doubt we were going to kill this thing because this thing is it's probably just max speed, max special attack Farigiraf. It could. I have seen the tales of timid Farigiraf. I've heard of this through the whispers in the Japanese teams. All right, King Gambit, don't care about you. Well, I do care about you quite a bit. And then Sylveon. Okay. This sucks. Admittedly, this sucks. I don't know what we're going to do to stop this. How many turns of Tailwind we got? We got like 3, dude. Okay, 3 is so many. I think I need a miracle here. Like, I really do. I'm just going to protect him and hope that they mess up in some way and then just try to get the low kick off. I think we're cooked. I basically need them to not have low kick, and I need them to, like, just blunder here. But I think they're just gonna... Okay, they Hyper Beam me. I have Sash, though. Buddy. I hate to break it to you, but I do have Sash, so you do have to throw another attack my way, which you could do. I think that's fair, but I think you targeted the other guy. I'm sorry, man. That was a crazy blunder. Is it Chople Berry? It's not Chople Berry, but is it also Sash? It's not Sash. Wow. What a reverse Uno card. Like, I thought this game was absolutely cooked. but they didn't account for the one thing. All right, let's hit him with the agility for the surprise attack, and then hit him with the Kowtow Cleave. They're not going to know what hits him here with this agility. That's going to be a forfeit. I did want to show off the agility, unfortunately. I wanted to let them know that I had them cooked and cornered, but fair game. I mean, they actually might have been faster, but it doesn't really matter. We definitely won that with the full HP Abomasnow in the back. So we had him. He didn't get to fight, though. Honestly, that game was kind of a roller coaster. I'm going to need like a second to decompress after that one. All right, so we have a little bit of Metagross, Mamoswine, and Blastoise action. We have like the Kanto guys, and then Metagross, well, the Arcanine is just crazy, dude. I wonder what rank this dude is. Like, we are in Champions Tier. We're firmly trying to climb into Champions Tier. That is the goal of the video. More than anything is to try and get as many wins as possible, because I could retire on the season right now if I go big in this last video of the season. So let's see. How do I want to approach this? Trick Room looks absolutely nutty. Like, honestly, Trick Room looks fire. They don't have Fake Out. We do have Fake Out. Let's press Trick Room, dude. I think Armarogue goes nuts. There's not much BS they can pull on us. And then let's bring Abomasnow. I want to show off the Abomasnow. That's why you're here. That's why you clicked on the video. We did bring him. And, dude, a Basculegion looks incredible here. They don't really have a Basculegion answer. They don't have a resistance to Last Respects. I would be a fool. I would be simply a fool not to bring my dead fish. But, yeah, the goal here, to win as many games. That's always the goal, right? On the Battle Room Nation, the Battle Room channel. We're trying to win. But I'm not going to lie. Last season, I forgot which video it was, but I lost a lot. And I really tanked my rating, and I did fail to make Champions Tier. But this time, I'm going to win a lot, right? We're 2255. This guy's 2295. That's actually incredible. If we stop him, he's almost 2300 with this crazy shit. Holy. Okay. Kangaskhan Armarogue. I'm loving our lead, though. I'm loving our lead. He wants to fight me with Sylveon Blastoise. I'll hit him with this crazy shit right back. Fake Out. Trick Room. We do have to slam the TR here, because, like, as much as I want to just, like, Last Resort next turn, and I know Sylveon's going to be slower than me, it's going to two-shot me with Hyper Voice. I do need to be careful. Okay. Sure. Fake Out goes into nothing, but we use Fake Out, which is fine, so we can start Last Resorting. They're just going to press Hyper Voice, okay? Oh, wow. Negative damage, okay? I'm down for this. I'm so down for this. Why did they protect Blastoise? I guess they're saying, like, hey, I don't even want to take that Fake Out chip, right? Okay. This seems chill. Let's go for the Last Resort. Here's what I'm thinking. We Last Resort to Sylveon, and we just hit the swap into Abomasnow, right? Because worst case, the only way they can probably take out Kang is if they hit us with a Hyper Beam of some sort or something crazy, which, granted, I think they might do that, but I'm covering for that. If they go for that Hyper Beam, then Abomasnow comes in for free. I don't really want to lose my Armarouge, and the only way we do that is if Kangaskhan dies, and then they blow us up. So that way, if we just target Kangaskhan and just set up Abomasnow, get him in here, he can just start cooking. He can start doing his job and spamming Blizzard. I also feel like he's the safest switch in currently. Like, they could Water Spout, they could Aura Sphere if they're going crazy with it, but I kind of doubt they're going to do that. I also just don't know what this dude's team does. Like, it's actually freaking me out. If we lose, I'm honestly not mad, but I'm still scared. Let's see what happens. Okay, come on. That's to be expected. No one cares. I think they just Hyper Beam and then go for Water Spout. So I think that this play is not bad. Let's see. They actually detect. Wow. I mean, okay. Who did I hit again? I hit the Sylveon. Okay. They made me whiff. Nice, congrats to them. And then they hit me with the Aura Sphere into Kang. You know, that's not great, right? We lose our Mon, but honestly, I'm kind of down for it. Because this next turn, I'm threatening a ton of damage, and Abomasnow came in for free. We do need to just set up. Here's the plan. Here's the plan, guys. There's one thing we need to do before our Trick Room ends, and that's get in Basculegion and set his ass up for success. So that's what we're going to do. Okay, so right here, let's be so... You know what? Let's actually just let this guy die. Let's go for Blizzard. And let's go for Psychic into Sylveon. I hope this picks up. I'm a little bit afraid it won't. But at the same time, I also just think Blastoise is going to protect. And if he doesn't protect and he takes out Armarouge, that might be exactly what I need to win this game. I think if we get the damage on Sylve, potentially set up a future turn where we can press Agility, game's over. That's my plan. So we'll see if we can pull that off. I'm a little nervous because we lost so much. Like, I got the turn 2 so wrong. I've yet to deal damage to either of my opponent's Pokemon. I'm not feeling great about our odds, but I do see the vision. I see the lines. So let's see if we can follow through. Abomasnow, get fucking ginormous, dude. This guy's sick. He's blocking the whole... He fully mogs Blastoise. You can't even see him. No Protect on Blastoise sucks a bit. That did negative damage to Sylveon. I'm slightly concerned. Critical hit on Blastoise. No freezes sucks. Hyper Voice is going to come through. That is going to hurt. But we're about to do insane damage onto Sylveon here, hopefully. Actually, I'm actually really afraid. I'm actually really, really afraid of this Aura Sphere in my Abomasnow. I really hope they don't do that. It's going to be Dark Pulse and Armarouge. Hell yeah. Okay. Okay. That's fine. Turn played out okay. It's not the greatest, but not the worst. We're not out yet. Let's go into Basculegion. Okay. What do they got for us here? Blastoise, healthy as can be. Trick Room's got 2 more turns. We're going to need agility on the last one. That's A-okay with me. I think they attack this turn. I'm hoping they attack this turn. I'm going to hit the Wood Hammer onto... Dude, the Wood Hammer might not kill. You know what? I think maybe we can just Blizzard. Blizzard, Last Respects might just kill Blastoise. I'm hoping it kills Sylveon. I'm actually really afraid Sylveon's going to hang on with 1. I really am. And I'm also afraid this is like min speed Blastoise, but I kind of don't think it should be. All right, Blastoise is hitting the Protect. Sylveon is going down. Okay. Glad I Blizzarded. I thought about Wood Hammering, but I didn't want to die. Does this pick up? Oh, it picks up. That's Mega Abomasnow you're talking about there. Okay. This is the turn. This is the turn that we need to Last Respects. Let's see what they send in, because Blastoise... He may be in for a Rude Awakening, or he may be swapping. And that's what we're going to try and abuse. They send in Arcanine. Arcanine is totally protected here, 100%. I would bet my life savings on that. Okay, let's go for Agility. And then let's go for Wood Hammer. I think it's okay, because I think Arcanine protects 100%. You don't want to take the Basculegion hit, and then you're just going to swap Blastoise out into something. If the Arcanine just stays in and attacks, I'll be really sad, but we're kind of banking on it. We really need this agility. This is why agility's here. It's for this beautiful last turn of Trick Room where you can just turn your Basculegion into a demon, man. A demon. Okay, Wood Hammer connects. They actually just read us, though. But that's okay. He lives on 9 HP. Okay, Abomasnow. I don't know what you ate for breakfast, but it was not enough, dude. What was that? All right, agility goes off, but I think we're cooked. I think they just stayed in and double attacked. Flare Blitz, there goes our boy. That's a slow Arcanine, by the way. Well, I guess Blastoise is usually trained pretty fast. Dude, this guy swagged on me. No shade to myself, but I played that poorly. Okay. Dark Pulse is just going to pick up, right? He's so dead. Nah, he lives. Okay. Okay. We live to fight another day. Job's not finished. Game's still on. Okay, we have an Agility Basculegion now. We can make this work. Let's go for Last Respects on the Stoise. We need to just get all these turns right. I don't even know, even if we... Can he kill 3 dudes while taking a Blitz every turn? I don't think he can. That's saying... Well, what am I saying? This dude can't hit Basculegion. He's going to have to Blitz him, but I think 2 Blitzes should pick him up from here. Nope, sorry. They have Wild Charge. I'm not even mad because the game was so cooked, but... What was that, dude? I really wish we could see more of this guy's team. This guy's team seems absolutely diabolical. He honestly just stalled my Trick Room really well. Like, I think when you play Trick Room, you get 2 turns wrong, game's kind of over. Unfortunately, I got more than 2 turns wrong. We're almost out of champions here. Okay. Lock in. Say it with me in your computer right now. Say lock in, Mr. Battle Room. Thanks for saying that. I appreciate it. This team's scaring me. It's giving me the same vibes as the last guy. Why are they running Metagross, Basculegion, Dragonite? What is with this? Okay. Trick Room looks okay, so does Tailwind. It's hard to say. They do potentially have the faster Fake Out here if we decide to lead Fake Out plus Aerodactyl. If that's something we want to do. I'd be down for Fake Out plus Aerodactyl, though. Dare I say I'd be down. I kind of like the fast mode here. I like King Gambit a lot, and then I do like Basculegion as the last. I think we'll go fast mode on him. We've tried Abomasnow a bunch. I also think this should be fine into the team. I'm really afraid of setting up Trick Room here. Like, they can just lead like Sneasler, Basculegion, Sneasler, King Gambit, and I'm not having a good time. So I want to set up the Tailwind and just try to sweep from there. I really don't know what we're going to do. Okay, they're 2,300. This guy's better than the last guy. Okay. They're going to lead with Basculegion, Sneasler. Okay, I'm really glad I didn't go the Trick Room route. And we're going to lead Aerodactyl Kang. Okay, okay. Okay. We're a little nervous to eat berries out here, but other than that, we're doing good. We are scrappy, which is neat. I could do something really crazy. There's a lot of plays I could do, right? I could just set up Tailwind. I think this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Tailwind, and I'm gonna go for Fake Out and Basculegion. Muddy Water's gonna hurt, man. Whatever, we'll do it. Because they have to Fake Out Kang, right? They're either gonna Fake Out Kang, or they Fake Out Aerodactyl and we just trade Fake Outs, which is my preferred outcome, if I'm being honest with you. But I'm okay with the way this turn will play out. So they're going to Fake Out Kang, so that means they're going to take a KO onto my Aerodactyl with whatever... Are they Scarf? No, if they're Scarf, I still outspeed them. With whatever crazy water move they have cooking on this guy. Let's see what it is. Muddy Water? It's going to be the Muddy Water. He's going to throw the Poop Water at us. Aerodactyl most definitely is going to live, which I knew what was going to happen. He's calced for that. And then Kangaskhan is going to live. Okay, I mean... Does he have Jet? If he doesn't have Jet, this is awesome. Wait, what the hell? What? Why did Kangaskhan not let me target? What was that? What just happened? Okay, Sneasler protects. I don't even care about this game anymore. What happened with my Kangaskhan? Is she last respecting or what is she doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't understand how that worked. Okay. Fair play. Okay, we lose 2 guys. I see what happened. So, since I flinched, I technically couldn't use Fake Out. So, it instantly sent it to the struggle screen, which means I didn't get to pick my moves, which is what actually just straight up confused me. Good mechanic to learn. Very cool. Honestly, we're not out of the game, though. I'm not going to lie to you. We have these guys in. We have Last Respects guy, and we have King Gambit with a Sash. It's not good. I'll tell you that much. It's not good at all. But we're not... The game's not over at all. I think I'm going to throw the Kowtow. I'm just going to go for a Kowtow Last Respects here. No reason to do anything crazy, right? Sneezer's going to withdraw. This is a free shot into whatever comes in, which is going to be King Gambit, which does in fact suck, but it's okay. We are going to get the Last Respects. It's still going to do like half. Yeah, it breaks his Sash. It's annoying for them. It's chill. And then we're going to get the Kowtow off. This guy is going to go down. So we take a KO. Whoa. Okay. Good job, Colin. Good job. You got a KO this game. Okay. I really don't want to lose this one, if I'm being honest. But it's looking real grim here because they get to bring in Sneasler and they're just going to hit the Fake Out button plus the Sucker Punch button. But are we trained very defensively? We're pretty bulky here. We're pretty bulky. Wave Crash might pick up KG. I'm not going to lie with you. We have 1 turn of Tailwind left, though, which is annoying. I think we just slam the Crash into KG, and then we just have to protect. We have to hope the Crash kills, and I'm not fully sure if it's going to kill. I'm really hoping that they don't read my ass here, but they may. They very well may. Let's see it. It's going to be a Protect on Sneasler. I could care less about that. That's a crazy play. Protect on KG as well. It's going to be a Sucker Punch onto me. Okay. I'm going to live that because I'm Basculegion. I live that. Honestly, if he lives with 1 HP... I could see a window into winning. That's the window. That's the window, guys. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so now this is where we get to go crazy with it, right? I think this is just a straight up agility for sure, and then we just throw a Sucker Punch. Ooh, you know what we could do? Okay, I think we need to get creative to win this one, right? So what I think they're gonna do is they're going to ignore Basculegion for now. They're going to Sucker Punch Basculegion. They're going to throw whatever into Basculegion, right? And then they're going to CC my thing. So I think that there's no way they go for like Kowtow. I think they just throw a Sucker to throw a Sucker. So I'm going to throw a Sucker onto Sneasler to break its potential Sash, set up the agility while he throws a Sucker into nothing, which he does exactly like I predicted. I live this close combat because I am Sash. So we live the hit. Now, we know we're most likely the faster King Gambit because he's most likely not Sash. So then we get to throw Sucker into him in Last Respects. As long as a White Herb doesn't proc, we're chilling. Just like I planned. Now, we have a +2 speed Basculegion. So as long as he can KO whatever is in the Sneasler slot, this game is all but locked up. Wow, that was beautiful. Beautiful work, Colin. Well done, dude. Pat yourself on the back with that one. Easy win, though. Honestly, that one was like... It wasn't too crazy of a play. It was just like, hey, I know what you think you have to do, So I'll do it. I'll stop that, right? I mean, the game's not over because they're going to protect here. I am going to finish off their King Gambit with a Sucker. You know what would have been really next level? Double Protect on that turn to call the Sneasel Protect. Missed opportunity, boys. Missed opportunity. So if they do have Garchomp, though, I'm not going to be happy with that. I don't really want to see his stupid face. It's going to be D-Knight. Okay. Yeah, sure. I can mess with you, dude. I'm down for you. We could go for the Sucker Last Respects on the D-Knight. That's a play. They could also have... They could be E-Speed. Have they Mega'd? No, that's a Mega D-Knight. Let's take him out. Let's take him out with a Last Respect Sucker. Let's see what happens. I'm a little bit afraid Sneasler can KO Basculegion, but we're very bulky. I think that we try to take out the D-Knight here, because if D-Knight goes down, we're chilling, man. We're chilling. Okay. I think. As long as Basculegion can live the hit. If Basculegion doesn't take the hit, we lose. Okay, Sucker connects. Step 1, right? Negative damage. I hope this kills, man. He is a bulky Basculegion. There's a point where when 2 of your guys are dead, nothing can really live this guy. And they CC. Oh, buddy. That's just going to make Last Respects even easier and stronger. That was a scary game. That was very scary. That was a little silly, but we snagged that one, dude. We stole that game. Forfeit. Forfeit, buddy. We stole that game crazy style. We didn't even have a good opener. I literally did. I got a mechanic wrong, and then I set myself up for failure. But my boys had my back. We climbed back further into Champions Tier. We're close, dude. Like, if we were to win... How many games we played so far? 3? 2? If we were to win out... This is the third one. If we went out, I'm feeling real good about just parking it. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Lock in. Battle of the Blizzards. God damn. They have Vanillix. They have Raichu. The villain. I don't know what's fully going on here. It doesn't really look like a Trick Room-oriented team. Looks pretty speedy. They do have Fake Out, though. That's something we have to respect, I feel like, with this team is, like, since... Well, as we learned from last game, also getting faked out sucks. I like Aerodactyl, though. He outspeeds, like, basically everything they could do. We could lead Kangaskhan. I'm down to lead Kangaskhan again. I don't really love it into King Gambit. That is my fears, King Gambit. Let's lead King Gambit and Aerodactyl. And then we'll bring in the back. Ooh, a back Kang? I could get down with that. The Fergraph shuts down my Kang fully, but... It's back Kang. We could do it. How bulky is this guy? We think he lives Sucker Punch. He's got a little defense. I think he can live Sucker. Like, what has he got? 191 and 124. Oh, yeah, he lives Sucker easily. His defense stat is awesome. Let's bring him. I think he's cool. He actually is surprisingly good into this team. No Abomasnow again. I think, like, if they have Fake Out, this could be a flaw of the team, but if they have Fake Out plus something, Abomasnow becomes really difficult to bring. I think we'll be able to pull him off one more game for sure, but he's not looking good. 23-32? Oh my god, on a 5-game win streak. Absolutely insane. They're flexing on us with Champion Tier. Okay. I don't care, man. What are you going to do? Yeah, I don't give a fuck about this. Okay, I'm just going to press Double Protect here. Hear me out. I am a little bit afraid. We don't Mega Evolve. You never Mega Evolve. I'm like, if you have double Mega, I feel like not Mega Evolving is key. I would hate a Fake Out Tailwind, but like, man, what do I even do into that? There's not much I can do to stop the Fake Out Tailwind. My team is just weak to Fake Out Sleep Powder, Fake Out Tailwind, so we'll figure it out, though. We'll find a way, as they say. Okay, Double Protect, Fake Out, go for Sleep Powder. Let's see what they go for, though. Fake Out into Aerodactyl. Tailwind. See, I didn't want to see that. That makes me upset. Okay, so now they're going to Sleep Powder me, and they're going to CC. I think we can make this work still. Who are you CCing? I think you have to CC... You don't have to CC, but you most likely CC King Gambit, and then you Sleep Powder my Aerodactyl. I'm going to go for my own Tailwind here. I'm most likely going to sleep. That's okay. And I think if we're eating a CC, I don't mind just breaking this thing's sash, right? I'll eat the CC this turn. It's not a big deal. I also just kind of want to stay on the field so that they... Like, I could switch to Basculegion, but at the same time, I'd rather just make progress this turn. Their lead was diabolical. I actually don't know what I could do to answer that. They CC Aerodactyl. He's going to eat that, dude. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Do they Sleep Powder him too? Are they bullying me? White Herb's annoying, dude. They're fast as hell now. And they're going to Sleep Powder KG. Okay. Wish I, like, dual Wing Beat it or Rock Slid or something, but that's okay. That's okay. Game's not over. Tailwind's up, dude. Tailwind's up. They did do a lot to us. Our Aerodactyl didn't appreciate that. Now he's in range to die again. We do have a turn of Staggered Tailwind. It's something we can work with. What are they doing here? I kind of want to play like a Psycho, dude. I think they just CC Aerodactyl. But at the same time, the Protect is so obvious. I'm going to play like a Psychopath. I'm going to actually, you know what I'm going to do? I hate Sneasler. I'm going to dual Wing Beat Sneasler. I'm going to hope for the best here. And then we're going to go for Kowtow Cleave into Pavilion. I think they might leave him alone. I think they might double KG. I really think there's a small chance they do. But like protecting doesn't really get us anything. But at the same time, it's like, hey, we at least wasted a turn. I don't know. They might also just Sleep Powder KG again. They're gonna go for Rock Slide. Okay. Well, that's just evil, dude. That's just pure evil. Okay. Okay, and then they go for Sleep Powder, right? Because they probably Sleep Powdered one of the slots just to punish. They Hurricane him, actually. Okay. Rock Slide is so evil. It's okay, we have Basculation, guys. Don't even stress about it. Don't even stress. King Gambit stays asleep, though. Okay, start stressing. Start stressing big time. The Rock Slide is mad annoying, too. Okay, I'm going to go Armarouge. I have moves. I have total moves here. Let's see. How many turns? Tailwind's got 2 turns, so they have 1 turn of Tailwind, right? That's free. Let's go for Protect on Armarouge. We're going to have to go crazy with it. And then we're going to swap KG into Basculation. So he's burned 1 sleep turn. Mental Note, locked in, slept 1 turn. Okay. Did he sleep 2 turns? He slept 2 turns. He's actually guaranteed wake. He's guaranteed wake, actually. Hold up. He's guaranteed wake. We can cook with that. So this turn, I'm in a really desperate spot. I'm not going to lie to you. But at the same time, if we get this turn right, maybe we got a shot, right? I have Trick Room. I have Agility. I have tools to get out of this one. I just need to use them. All right, they're going to CC into my King Gambit. Doesn't affect me. And Sleep Powder my Armarouge, right? Got the turn correct. Their Tailwind is over, but we have the threat of a KO onto the villain, or we have a threat of Trick Room onto their team. Both good things. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to go for Heat Wave, and I do think I want to Wave Crash, or Last Respects this villain. I think that they're going to try to punish me. I also think they might not have Protect. So I'm just going to go for the villain. Okay, they protected. I should just press Trick Room, man. I should just press Trick Room. They Rock Slide me. They're annoying. It does so much damage to Armarouge. Life is pain. Life is meaningless. Okay. I Heat Waved, though, right? So at least they'll damage Sneasler. Hold up. No, we... my bad. My bad. My bad. Okay. We can win. It's not over. It's not over. I'm so afraid of their King Gambit in the back, though. It's like not even funny, dude. He is just set up to completely destroy my remaining guys. But how do we get through this? I don't think Trick Room is the way, man. Trick Room is most certainly not the way. I'm gonna go Heat Wave, and I'm gonna burn Sleep Turn. I'm gonna try Agility. Rock Slide misses on Armarouge. That's sick. Thank you. Thank you, game. See what I did there? I threw that in at the last second just for a little bit of extra, what's the word? Manifestation, right? I want a little bit of manifestation, and it worked. As you saw, I dodged Rock Slide. Heat Wave's going to double connect. Good job, Armarouge. He's going to get a double burn. Holy! He actually crit Sneasler. That's cool. Focus Sash on that guy. That makes sense. And the burn. Blessing or curse, one can't be sure. If King Gambit comes in, we're not having a good fucking time, I'll tell you that much. I know he's got King Gambit like Raichu in the back, and we're so cooked, but either one is actually nightmarish to see. I don't know who dude, I really don't know who I'd rather see. If I'm being honest, this is looking mighty cooked. But we killed the butterfly. Awesome. Awesome. We got a chance here. They're thinking real hard about this. I imagine it's a super easy choice. But they also could be very afraid of the speeds and stuff, right? Like, they don't technically know where I lie. So, like, should I Kowtow Cleave? Should I not? It's going to be King Gambit. Interesting. Because here's the thing. They could Sucker. They could totally Sucker. They should probably throw a Sucker Punch. I'm going to go for Heat Wave here, and I'm going to go for Last respects. No, dude. Maybe I'm just praying that they don't sucker. And they're like, dude, I'm going to go for the read and I'm going to kowtow, right? I'm just going to hope that they mess up. I feel like sometimes, don't listen to this and do this every time. But when you're playing someone who's pretty good, sometimes just attacking in King Gambit's face, it works. And we're going to hope it works right here. Please, no Sucker Punch. Please. They Sucker Punch Armarogue. You know what? That's fair. That's ultimately very fair. I think that's a good play from them. We can still win, like, unironically. Life Orb is cool to see. HP goes down. They go for Rock Slide. This is just getting annoying, dude. Wake up, brother. I haven't asked for much this game, but I'm going to need a wake up right now. Okay, he's up and at him. Okay, Wave Crash, lock in. Good damage, King. Good damage. Okay. This is interesting because we have some plays here. Right? Because what they can do, we're in the same position we were the other game. But what I think, but we don't have Sucker Punch range on his King Gambit yet. We're also in like an awkward spot. But I do think they're just going to throw the Sucker into my Basculegion. But they could read the Jet, right? They don't know we have agility. You don't want to take the Jet. But at the same time, you also might just have to Sucker because you're like, whatever. If they don't Jet, at least I punish. But if they Jet, but then they could kowtow. They really could. I have to throw the Sucker into Sneasler, for sure. I want agility because I think it's better for the longer-term game, but I'm gonna go for it. I think I need it to win this game because if Raichu is in the back, we are just cooked. So maybe I just need to make this play, hoping that they blunder, and press something like Protect. Dare I say. Okay, step 1. You know what? I'm going to actually have to whip out the damage calculator for this one. I'm sorry. I'm going to be a nerd. We did get the kill. Nice. This turn couldn't have gone better. I need to see how much King Gambit does to King Gambit, because how much does a Sucker Punch do? Right? We're like max attack. We're not Blood Glasses, though. Sucker Punch is doing 14 to 16. So they do die after a Life Orb tick, but how do we make them take a Life Orb tick is my problem. Because you know what they get to do? If they go into Raichu, there's Raichu. Okay. Because Raichu's so free, because now they just get to throw Sucker Focus Blast, and I just don't have moves. You know what I mean? I don't have plays. I think we need a crit Sucker Punch to get out of this one. It's just not going to happen unless we crit. Okay, this turn we have to double protect, of course. Let's see what they do, too. I'm down for this. I mean, they should just Sucker Punch Basculegion, because they know I don't have Jet now. So you Sucker Punch Basculegion, and then you just go for... whatever, man. You could, as long as it's Zap Cannon, or I think he might live Zap Cannon. You should press Focus Blast, which we both know they have. But yeah, I like how they're using the event Raichu, so his name is in English for some reason. It's so weird. Okay, Raichu's gonna get Mega. I think it's crit Sucker Punch. I really think that's our only way. And if he crits Sucker Punch, we do win. But we're gonna need a damn crit here. Which would be Cinema. Admittedly, would be Cinema. It'd be an awesome way to beat this guy. But let's see what he does. Let's see if he makes a blunder on this turn. Does something crazy. It should just be Fake Out Sucker, right? Sucker Punch. And then Focus Blast. They're just showing their cards early, right? Yeah, they're saying, dude, you don't have counter to this play, right? They know I don't have counter to this play. But they forgot about the critical hits. Un golpe critico, as they say. Please, please. I've never asked for something more. Please crit the King Gambit. I know you got it in you, bro. Not even close, dude. Not even close. They Sucker Punch the Basculegion, and he does, in fact, go down. Yeah, they kind of had us in a pin. They played that well. I can't be mad. We almost had that sneaky little comeback again. But this time, it wasn't enough. We couldn't do it to him. We needed to get the King Gambit into a position where he could low kick, but we never just we were able to do that. All right, here comes the Focus Blast. The sickest animation of all time. And King Gambit, unfortunately, it's extremely effective, so he's dead. We almost had that one. We were so close. Just a little bit more damage. I'm not too mad, though. That guy played well. We almost did make it through the villain, too. I thought that was a bad matchup. Genuinely, I apologize to you if you play that. I don't know what you should do. I think I had one of the best leads you could have. Because you can't lead Kang. Maybe you lead Armarogue Aerodactyl and you just say, hey, what am I going to do, right? You just play with their head. But I don't know, dude. That was a rough one. That was a rough one. Okay. Okay. It's the team that did really well in VR. This is the Starfox team that I've already covered that is incredibly weak to Trick Room. I hope Abomasnow can go the distance. That's all I can really say. It's definitely these four. It's definitely these four. It's Abomasnow time for sure. He doesn't love seeing Delphox. He actually hates seeing Delphox. But we have KG. We have Armarouge. Walls Delphox. I mean, I wouldn't say Armarouge is that good in Delphox. But let's see what we got. We see Delphox and Garchomp lead. Don't care. Don't care because we have Armarouge Kangaskhan. You weren't prepared for that. You weren't prepared for that. All right, easiest fake out Trick Room in my life. Trick Room. And dare I say a little fake out onto Garchomp because he's the threatening one here. Their lead's good. Respect where it's due. They let a good lead, but they're not ready for me, dude. Because next turn, I'm about to last resort destroy Delphox here. What are they going to do, too? Like, you kind of have to Psychic or Nasty Plot, right? Probably Nasty Plot. They also don't have... Oh, no. They could Sub. Sub would be their move. Sub would be their move if they have Sub. I think they have Sub or Encore, so let's see. They could Encore me into Fake Out as well. That would also be not very chill. Maybe I should have faked out Delphox. It's going to be a Flinch and a Psychic into Armarouge. That's crazy town, man. What the hell? Okay, hold up. That's good. That's lit. Armarouge is going to be healthy. Set up the Trick Room, my king. My Knight in Shining Armor. And then we're going to swap into Abomasnow and fire off a Juicy Last Resort. All right. I really want to kill Delphox, dude. I'm not going to lie to you. They know the nuclear bomb is coming. They have to know. And then this is a free switch because Garchomp just really... I mean, he could Rock Slide, but it's not going to do that much to Abomasnow. He's got the snow, for Pete's sake. Oh my god, they gave us Delphox? Is this kill? It's Life Orb Last Resort, dude. Yeah, it kills. That's my girl right there. Delphox down, dude. That's huge. And what do you go for? Go for Dragon Claw. Go for EQ, actually. I'd love an EQ. Stomping Tantrum. Okay. I said I love an EQ, but boy, do I love a Stomping Tantrum even more, dude. Okay. Oh, it's over, man. Abomasnow is the counter here. They send out King Gambit, but I don't care. I don't give a fuck. Well, I do. I'm not. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't love this, but we could go for EP. We could also just fire off a Blizzard here. I'm kind of down with just a Blizzard and then a Last Resort into the KG. It's gonna do a ton. It also might just put him in range to our own Sucker Punch, or we just get to low kick him later. We could double him. We could really just say, hey, I really want to kill your King Gambit. Like, and we just trade Abomasnow for it. I might be down for that. I'm worried about this Garchomp still, though. But let's be real. They're not gonna attack with Garchomp on this turn. They're gonna swap him or protect. Okay. They're gonna go into Gilmora. That thing is easy to kill. Also, it seems like they're the Scarf variant on this team. Abomasnow, well, you know what? He might live Iron Head. I wish he didn't take the Stomping, but at the same time, it was a boosted Stomping, by the way. I should mention that. I totally missed that the first time. But this should do a ton to him, right? It's probably Last Resort range. Does he live, man? Does he have the sauce? Oh, he has the sauce. I don't know why I was ever worried. Holy, he just ate, man. Last Resort's gonna kill him, right? 2% is okay. 2% is okay. 2% is fine. It's not chill, but it's fine. Because all we need to do right here, right? So all we need to do, we have 2 turns of Trick Room. That's Scarf Garchomp, right? It moved before Delphox. So if we Ice Shard this guy and Last Resort it, I think we always win. Ice Shard, you need to pick this up though, bro. Okay, good job. Because now that he's dead, like even if Abomasnow goes down this turn, we do just get to kill Garchomp with Kangaskhan plus whatever, right? And this is going to nuke this guy. It's going to do a clean 48%. We don't care about Toxic Debris, really. We have a King Gambit in the back with a Focus Sash. And now, hopefully they don't kill Abomasnow. But if they do, I'm also chilling. Yeah, they covered. They covered. But at the same time, this is a Last Resort Psychic. Headed your way, King. We're going to go into Armarouge because I want to keep my Sash intact. So, I don't want to, like, take the rough skin damage. But I think Psychic Last Resort might be able to kill the Scarf Chomp. Alright, Poison, we don't care, buddy. We don't care. Oh, yeah, he's so cooked, man. This is just a layup, dude. Let's hit him with it. Let's hit him with the Last Resort Psychic Wombo combo of doom. Garchomp is not built for this. He might not even be built for Last Resort, but there's no reason to do anything else. Kingambit solos Glamora, so I'm chilling, man. This game is over. This is effectively locked. Spiky Shield? Who do you think I am? I do not care. Garchomp, eat the Psychic. That was kind of nuts. That was good damage. Last Resort 2 for good measure. This is going to hurt real bad because it's going to be Life Orb and Rough Skin, but we prevail. We live, and now the Glamora is in Sucker Punch. Also, if you want to get really nerdy and optimal with it, the Glamora also burn to protect, so I do get to spam Sucker Punch. There's no mind games. You lose. I never even need to make a read. I think Armarogue is also just going to live Sludge Bomb, if I'm being honest with you. Like, I think this is so cooked. Oh, no, it's Power Gem. Cut that shit out. Cut the shit. I didn't say that. I know that it has a rock move. I was making a joke. That was a funny joke, right? Okay, Last Resort, just pick this up. Just get me out of here. All right, nice little more recoil here. More Toxic Debris, but you know what's cool about Kingambit? He's immune. Okay, Snow Snobs. Is he going to forfeit now? Yeah. He's immune to poison. Poison doesn't affect a guy like Kingambit. I think this matchup was a beautiful one to hit, dude. This matchup looks so free. I was testing this team a little bit. I was playing around with it on the ladder, and I was like, damn, this team's really good. But if they have Trick Room, you like auto lose. And I wanted to test that hypothesis today. And let me say, call me Albert Einstein, because that hypothesis was tested. Checkmark, Trick Room is free. Get me back into top 200. Thank you very much. All right, we got a little Blaziken Bisharp action. Trick Room's looking mighty fine. I think I could be so inclined to do it again. Yeah, let's do it. This is the Abomasnow video. Let's end off with a bang. It's kind of hard. Like, Kingambit is really spooky. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it 100. Kingambit, scary as fuck. That's why I want to bring my own Kingambit instead of Basket Legion. Tailwind is just totally not the move here. They also, I mean, they have double Mega. I kind of like their team. It's just Big 6, by the way, with Blaziken over Charizard. And I think that, I like it. I like the little elements they got going here. They're 21.99. They're dreaming of Champs Tier, but we're dreaming of getting deeper into Champions Tier. They're going to lead Kingambit plus Garchomp into Kangaskhan Armarouge. Okay. I mean, like, they must have Stomping if they're leading this, right? They actually led pretty well here. This is mighty spooky. We could freak them out a bit. We really could. We could fake out, go to Abomasnow, make moves from there. We could also just fake out Heat Wave, but then we're not getting up Trick Room, which I think we need desperately. Their lead is phenomenal. Their lead's fire. I mean, Armarouge can take an EQ, but can he take a Life Orb Stomping? Probably not. But do they even have Stomping? They definitely have Stomping. They have no Levitators. I'm going to fake out Garchomp for sure. Actually, now, rewind. Can I do this in time? Fake out, switch to Abomasnow. Please say I got it. Oh, 1 second, I'm better. My inputs are fire. Okay, Abomasnow comes in. It's not the best. I'll admit this is not the best situation, but it's not terrible. They protect EQ. They actually have fucking EQ. Are you serious? Are you serious right now? I gotta fake out Trick Room. No way they have EQ. No way they have EQ. They have no Levitators. This is a war crime. Whatever. I don't care, man. Abomasnow, he's him. I'm not even worried about it. Abomasnow, trust in me. Abomasnow is him. This game is so not over. Okay. Okay. Fine. If you want to play with fire, I'll show you fire. All right, let's Last Resort Garchomp because he can't switch. And then let's go. I mean, dude, we could also just we could just lay down the law and just kill this guy. I mean, I don't think Garchomp's gonna switch. I think he's gonna protect. Let's lay down the law, dude. Let's go for Earth Power Last Resort. Because we saw from the last game, Abomasnow, he's gonna eat this, dude. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner Ironhead? Who cares? Low kick? Who cares? None of the shit matters when he's got the stat spread that he does have. Okay. Sucker Punch into Kang is crazy. But I guess respect. Are you Earthquaking yourself? You're going to Rock Slime me. You're going to be Cringe Lord. I'm actually okay with this, right? I'm okay with this because we get the EP off onto the threat, right? Big hit, big damage. I mean, I'm not okay with this. This isn't awesome at all, but we're going to get the EP down. He's going to take a big hit. He's actually going to get one shot. What the fuck? How did he do that? It was a crit, right? 100% crit action there. But we take those nonetheless. Okay. Let's send in Armorers. Let's play mind games with them. We have Wide Guard, right? We have Wide Guard. You're afraid, man. What if I Wide Guard here? What if I Wide Guard? You send in Floette. We'd resist that. Let's do it. Let's let it rip. Trick Room. And then... I actually want to keep the snow alive, man. I think we swap to KG. We're so close to winning, man. We're so close to winning. I don't think they have Whimsicott. We actually could have went Tailwind mode. All right, so I switch here because we don't have Protect, so I'm forced to switch in here. They also might just Protect DQ. I'm hoping. They're going to Mega Evolve. I'm afraid of like a Light of Rune Rock Slide. That would probably kill Armarouge, but also Armarouge is a stat guy. He's got lots of stats. He's a stat man. I think he can live this. Okay, Fairy Aura. Light of Rune whiffs into King Gambit. Honestly, I kind of would have liked that. And he goes for Dragon Tail! Why does he have Dragon Tail? No, man. Okay, okay. It's okay. It's okay. The game is still on. The game is still going. Okay. What are you doing here? Are you protecting Floette? Probably not. Let's go for Ice Shard and Sucker. You're probably just going for Light of Rune into Abomasnow again, right? Like 100%. If they kill him, does it matter? We could just Ice Shard Sucker. I don't know where that gets us, but I'm going to go for it. Because I could see them like protect... Does this even kill? Dude, does this even kill? Oh, Abomasnow. You silly little man. Rock Slide? I don't really care about that. I do care about this Gleam we're about to eat, man. It's so not over, though. This is interesting. This Gleam's gonna hurt. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. He can't Dragon Tail us out anymore. But we don't have Iron Head, but they don't know that. That's the thing. They don't know. Okay. It's just gonna be Rock Slide plus Dazzling Gleam like 100%. So we're just going to have to eat it on Armarouge. I don't know if he can even live that, to be honest. But I can't risk losing KG. I need to be able to threaten the Iron Head next turn. And then we need to figure out what we're doing. I think we're going to need some whiffs here. Or some mistakes. Like if they... I mean, they could Earthquake, honestly. They really could. They just Earthquake themselves. That's nuts. I mean, nuts but fair, dude. Just like an Earthquake Dazzle. That's fire. I can't even be mad, dude. That's a fire turn. They crit their own Floette as well. Honestly, Fire Lead, they shut us down crazy style. That put me in the dumpster, man. That put me in the dumpster. And they go for Moonblast again, but for what? Okay. I mean, let's die an honorable death, dude. Let's Sucker Punch this Garchomp and go down on the way out. I can't be mad. They swagged on me. This team was fun. It was a little finicky. Like, it's not the most perfect team. But I think we did good. I think we did good. I can't complain about today's battles. They were pretty fire. And for the end of the video, they're just going to get a nice little extra read on me. So they beat me 3-0. 3-0 instead of 2-0. Respect where it's due. They're playing for the little extra KO. I utmost respect for that. Swag on me even harder, dude. You deserved it. So we're going to end a little bit of... I think we're still in Champs tier. Like, we just kind of like bounced around. But we're still in Champs tier, which is good. I was a little bit worried, sitting at my desk tonight about to play games, that this was going to cost me. But it didn't. So I'll take it. This is a really fun team. Again, huge shout outs to Barodoru. I always love his creations. I love to feature them on the channel because he just makes really cool and fun teams, and I just always have a good time playing with them. I think he finds a really solid way to make something like Abomasnow work at the highest level, because Abomasnow isn't a good Pokemon, but at the same time he does push it to its limit, and we stayed in Champions tier and we contested other Champions tier players with Mega Abomasnow, so I'll consider that a dub. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Peace.